When you think of ancient Egypt, what pops into your head? Maybe it's the massive pyramids, the mysterious Sphinx, or the golden mask of Tutankhamun. But here's the twist. That whole world, the world of the Pharaohs, actually came to an end with the Romans. Yeah, I'm talking about toga-wearing, empire-building Romans rolling into the land of the Nile. Let's rewind to 30 BCE. Octavian, who you might know better as Augustus, just took out Cleopatra VII and Mark Antony at the Battle of Actium. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh, mind you, takes her own life, and suddenly Egypt isn't its own kingdom anymore. It's just another piece of the Roman Empire. So, what changed? Well, Egypt stopped being ruled by kings and queens and started getting governors who answered straight to the Roman emperor. No more flashy dynasties, no more divine pharaohs. Cleopatra was the last of the Ptolemies, who were actually Greek, by the way, descendants of Alexander the Great's crew. Now, Egypt is a province, and if you were a Roman senator, you couldn't even set foot in Egypt without the emperor's personal permission. That's how seriously they took it. Why? Because Egypt was the breadbasket for Rome. The Nile made it possible to grow tons and tons of grain, and if you wanted to keep the people of Rome fed and happy, you needed Egypt. The Romans weren't there for the pyramids, they were there for the wheat. But even under Roman rule, Egypt's culture didn't just vanish overnight. Temples were still going up, priests still chanted in Old Egyptian, and the people clung to their ancient ways for a while, but step by step Greek and then Latin started taking over. The Romans brought their own customs, and gradually the old Egyptian religion started to fade out. Of course, it wasn't all peace and prosperity. There were revolts, especially from regular Egyptians who were tired of new taxes and Roman soldiers everywhere. The most famous? The Jewish revolt in Alexandria around 115 CE. It got ugly, whole neighborhoods wiped out. Then something huge happens. Christianity sweeps through Egypt. By the 4th century, the old gods are out and Christianity's in. Even the Roman emperors are on board. Temples close and the ancient rituals fade away. Roman Egypt lasted almost 700 years until Arab Muslims arrived in 641 CE. By then, the age of the pharaohs was ancient history. But Rome left its fingerprints all over Egypt, in its buildings, its language, and its wild blend of cultures. So next time you picture the pyramids, remember they stood silent as Roman legions marched beneath them, and a new chapter in Egypt's history began.